it's Sadie from Newman Land and New Homes. I'm here today with Gareth.
Morning.
Hi Gareth. From Mortgage Advice Bureau. We're going to have a chat about the Government Equity Help to Buy scheme. Gareth, tell me more.
So the Government Help to Buy equity loan scheme is designed to assist buyers with a deposit when they're purchasing a new property. Traditionally it can be very difficult for buyers to save the sort of sums that they need for many lenders to lend a mortgage to them. The equity loan scheme is there to really assist them with that process. For example, if a client was to buy a property worth, let's say £200,000, lenders could often ask for a 10, 15, 20% deposit, which could be anywhere from sort of £20,000 up to £40,000, £50,000. With the equity loan scheme, a government will lend, as long as the client's got 5% of their own money, a government will lend up to 20% equity loan, totaling a 25% deposit. So if we use the example of a £200,000 purchase price, the client was to save 5% themselves, which would be £10,000. The government would then lend up to £40,000, which would be 25% of the purchase price. Yeah. Sorry, 20% of the purchase price.
Yeah.
That would total a 25% deposit. Okay. So if we're looking at a £200,000 purchase price, we've then got a £150,000 mortgage and a £50,000 deposit, which would then mean very, very affordable mortgage rates.
Okay. So cheaper mortgage payments each month for that client then?
Absolutely.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Okay, so is it available on all types of properties?
It's only currently available on new build properties, and it's only new build properties that are for sale with the Help to Buy, with the registered Help to Buy scheme as well.
Okay.
So it's just worth checking with that new build developer that they are entitled to that Help to Buy scheme.
Okay. So how does it work with regards to paying that loan back?
Okay, so for the first 5 years it's an interest-free loan.
Okay.
After 5 years payments become due, and those payments are made each month. It depends on what scheme and what level of borrowing that you've got. It's worth speaking to an advisor about that to really understand what the payments could potentially be. If you were to sell the property in the future, it is an equity loan. So for example, if the client was to have borrowed 20% of the purchase price, when they sold that property, they will repay 20% of that sale price. So using that example from earlier of £200,000, if a client sold that property in, let's say, 3 years' time for £210,000, they would repay 20% of £210,000, which would be £42,000.
Okay. What about if the client wanted to remortgage to pay back that loan? Could they do that?
There are some options at the moment around Help to Buy staircasing.
Okay.
Other buyers in the past have remortgaged their property using the equity that they've gained to repay that Help to Buy equity loan. So there are options available, and lenders are now coming into that market.
So it's a great opportunity for anyone that's a first-time buyer, only got 5% deposit to sort of buy a brand new house as well and get on the ladder.
Absolutely, it's not just for first-time buyers though, so it's worth pointing out for if somebody is selling a property and they want to buy a larger property for a growing family or for whatever reason it might be, the Help to Buy equity loan scheme is available for all types of residential buyer, as long as that's going to be the only home that they own.
Okay.
It's not for buy-to-let investors or anything like that.
Okay. Because I think a lot of people still think, oh, it's just for first-time buyers, it's to enable them to get on the ladder. So it's actually great that a lot of people can seize that opportunity then.
Absolutely. So, one of the examples that for a mortgage that I've done recently was a young family that had just had a child. They were living in a small property. They wanted to buy something that they could grow their family into, but they were struggling to raise the sort of deposit levels that they need. Help to Buy equity loan scheme is fantastic. So they ended up buying a brand new build property and being able to get the home that they really wanted.
Fantastic. So if you're looking for more information about Help to Buy and any mortgage details, obviously speak to the expert Gareth. His details are at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you're looking to purchase a new build in Rugby, Warwickshire, by all means contact me. Details at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
Thanks.